Howdy folks, Scott Grove here. Yep, it's new guitar day again. This one is, oddly enough, you can research it as much as you want and you'll eventually find the right answer. This is one that they claim really didn't exist, and especially in the year that it is. I pulled the neck off to make sure because it was sent to me or sold to me as the wrong year, as they always are. Anyway, we're talking about the Fender. This is 1989. Most things will say these were only created in 1991. You pull the neck off right here at the end of the neck and it's written in there. It's November the 19th of 1989. Okay, so this is Japanese, 100% stock, the Fender HMT Telecaster. First thing you'll notice is the Stratocaster headstock. Beautiful thing as far as I'm concerned. I just don't like the little Fender Tele headstocks. So I love that it has a Strat looking neck on it. But HMT, people say that it stands for heavy metal Telecaster. What it actually stands for, who the hell knows. It has this, everything is stock, so I'll leave it at that. These are the DiMarzio deactivator pickups. You have your typical Fender F knobs. These caps pop off quite easily and are very hard to find, and will cost you about 40 bucks a piece to replace them if you do pop them off. Okay, go down here where you can actually see them. Okay, this is a hardtail. Finding an HMT, a heavy metal Telecaster that does not have some kind of licensed Kaler system, actually licensed by Floyd Rose, is impossible. But here it is. And master volume, you have the TBX tone control, your tone boost, 0 to 5 will give you normal tone. Past that, from 5 to 10, will turn up your highs and your lows at the same time, leaving the mids scooped out so you can have that major heavy thing. The little toggle switch when it's in the up position, as thus, hey, there's my camera, look right there. There it is. Anyway, you flick this switch up and it takes both pickups at the same time, and it's a coil, or a coil split, not a coil tap, so it takes them into humbucker. Remember, a coil tap is a whole different thing. A coil split is when it splits them into humbuckers. Push it down, you are into full humbucking heavy metal shred time. Okay, so Groovy, nice binding, which is aged slightly to a yellowish. I'm sure it was white at some point. We go to the back. You got your ferrules here and just the back control plate. You'll notice here, Fender, it says USA on it. Guess what? Yeah, they're made in Japan. Okay, there was a big deal with all the HM series heavy metal stuff about where they were made, blah blah blah. They're made in Japan. Eventually the parts were sent to the United States where they were assembled. But even back at this time, even though it says USA and nowhere else on the guitar, not here, not on the back, yep, the typical Godos that they all use, not on where the serial number is. Okay, if you want to go check out that serial number, hey, go check it out. Yes, that one's actually close to correct. Fender Japan serial numbers are very nasty. They're hardly ever right. So the only way to check them is pull off the neck, read the date. Okay, so that's all there is to this guitar. Volume, TBX, coil splits, three-way switch, and the deactivator humbuckers, which are the best sounding humbuckers I've ever found for coil splitting. If you want real sounding single coils after you split them, this is the way to go. These are the pickups to go to. Fender did a wonderful job. Actually, Japan always does a wonderful job at picking out just the right stuff. So these are the best sounding pickups I've ever heard, split or in humbucking mode. So if you're looking for such a thing, get the deactivators. There's nothing that sounds as good. A lot of guitars are going back to the split thing. Gibson's doing a ton of it with their traditional Pro series, and even with their Flying V's and Explorers these days and their Les Pauls, they're all doing the coil split. but none of the pickups sound as good as the deactivators in any guitars. Okay, let's check her out. I am in single coil mode, again through the trusty Johnson Millennium JM150 modeling amplifier from back in 1988. It was a division of Digitech, made in Sandy, Utah. They were about $2,500 new when I bought them. Now they go for on eBay for $300, $400, $500. If you chance to get a chance to get one, get one. The presets all suck. If you want my presets or my factory presets, they wouldn't be factory, but Scott Grove presets, I've got them right here. I'll email them to you for free. Just ask me, and you can just put them from your computer right to your Johnson and have it there. Anyway, so back to the guitar. The neck feels like a Strat neck. It just feels like any Japanese Strat neck, which is amazing. Okay, just typical rosewood. Here it is, in the middle position, everything wide open, same old amp, reverb. Okay. Okay, so we sound like a real Telecaster. Why? Because it is a Telecaster. And again, the deactivators, when split, sound like single coils. Why? I don't know. But they do it better, like I said, than any of the others. So, for you country players, there's your heavy metal Strat. Okay, so I'm just showing all the different ways that you can use this. So it is as twangy as any Telecaster out there. I'll go to the bridge pickup all by itself with a little delay, slapback delay. Play the same way, the country stuff. So typical Telecaster sounds, neck position and single coil. That thing's just begging, even a single coil, to have just a little bit of raunch on it. Funk 49, hell, I gotta have it. Okay, so just grind it, man. It likes it. Okay, so let's go to humbucking mode. Bridge pickup, here it is in single coil. Go into humbucker. Okay. Hear the big difference. Humbucker, single coil. Humbucker. What's it asking for? It's asking for some heavy duty distortion. Okay. Oh, what the hell have I not played yet? I don't know. Let's see. I have no idea. I'll play the same old crap. Why? Because it's Sunday where I'm at. Well, like Ted Nugent, why not? I just always feel like playing the good old Motor City Madman stuff, but it shows off these pickups and the sound of the distortion on there. So good old DiMarzio, flat out with basic distortion, no other effects other than a little reverb. Yeah, you can't help but go there. Middle position. Again, single coil. Telly sound. Both humbuckers kicking in with the one switch. Back to the distortion, same thing. Big and fat, and all my acoustics are ringing in here. So two distortion, or two pickups there on the distortion. Going to the neck pickup. Again, just to show you the difference, single coil on the neck. Here comes humbucker. Single coil. Humbucker. Back to that same distortion. I'll do the same song, and it will be extremely muddy sounding, of course. But then I'll throw in some regular lead licks so you can enjoy that neck position smoothness. DiMarzio's doing what they're supposed to do and doing it great. Okay, so there you go, there's all the sounds. Now in the middle I will show you the TBX tone control. Going back to a single coil, just why? Cause I can. Okay, so here we are with, let's go to the tone control on 0. All the way down. Up to 5, which is normally 10 on any tone control. Now we're going to go from 5 to the actual 10, engaging the TBX. Okay, so this is called presence on the top end. We're looking at like 4 to 6K if you know your EQ settings. Not treble, but presence is what it's called. So it's higher frequency than the typical treble knob on your amp. Okay, again, back to 5, I'm sorry, here we go. Normal. TBX wide open. Okay, you're probably hearing a lot more high end than you are low end, which is fine. Depends on what you're listening to it through. But if you're here in the room with me, you hear the low end coming up too. I'll show you this way with a bigger chord instead of a D. I'll go to a big old full G chord. Here's the TBX on 5. TBX coming up on a 10. Again, lending itself very well to the 80s chorusy sounds. Let's say, here we go. Okay, so there you go. The 89. You won't find many of these out there, period, especially with this headstock. Again, yes, they're made in Japan. They say made in USA on the back of the neck plate only. Nowhere else does it say where it's made. But yes, they are Japanese made, and if they're assembled in the US, so be it, but they are made in Japan, so therefore, in my opinion, since I've owned over 2,000 guitars and 1,500 of them being Fenders. Japanese Fenders are superior by far to US guitars. Even these guitars are superior to the American custom shop guitars. They just make a better guitar over there, period. As far as I'm concerned. You're welcome to your own opinion, of course, but you would be wrong. Okay, anyway, so there it is. One other setting I like, let's go to a neck humbucker. I'll just throw in a different amp style with a little bit of delay, doing the old minor key thing. That right there might answer your very last question. How many frets? Of course, just 22 on here, making it again very Americanish, because yes, it does have the hangover here on the edge, just like a typical Strat neck. Why? Because it is a Strat neck. They just paint whatever they want to at the top. Okay, so there you go. Once again, the 1981 Fender HMT. Like I say, most call it heavy metal Telecaster. Whether that is what it means or not, it has been long debated for about 30 years now. Okay, so 30 years old this guitar is, and I love it. You can't beat it. It's got everything you need on it, except for a middle pickup. I'd like that, but I've got that on so many other guitars that are very similar to this. But then again, it's a hardtail, which is cool, keeping true to the Telecaster legacy. Okay, so there you go, kids. Hope you enjoy it. If you like the guitar, try to find one. I grabbed this one for 500 bucks with the original hardshell case, so not a bad deal at all. Okay, so that's what you might be looking to pay for it. Other folks will charge you $1,500 for this guitar, if it's perfect. But if it's in this condition, which is played, no nicks, no dings, but just black, you know, so it is as black guitars are. No dicks. Well, there's no dick on this guitar except for me playing it. No nicks, no dings, no nothing. So in this condition, just played, and pick marks and arm marks. Yep, 500 bucks what I picked it up for. So grab yourself one if you dig it. If not, at least hopefully you learned something today that's just kind of cool, because I like the oddball guitars. Okay, talk to you soon. Hasta la pasta.